Hi, and welcome to the what?
Poke your eye out.
Welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast. My name is Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy on Ravelry, Plurk, and just about everywhere else.
Yeah, hold on. There we go. I'm Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico on Ravelry and on Plurk. I am also known as Shadowlight or Shadowlight 1 on some of my writing sites.
I think on the only place where I'm known something besides Franciscan Gypsy is on
The Voice.
The Voice, and I'm Psycho Reader there.
Yeah.
I just realized not only are we matching for clothes, we're also matching for projects. Both of our projects are red.
Haven't done that in a long time.
No.
And I am not apologizing for the purple because I promised Michelle, who is Knit a Little from the Three Stitches podcast group, that I would wear her scarf today.
We're even kind of matching there too, even though this is pink.
Purple I know doesn't quite go with red, but that's okay. I promised Michelle. So here it is, Michelle. I love it. Very nice one. She made this for me. Yes.
We are podcasting at a slightly different time than we normally do. My vacation started on Friday and will last until this coming Thursday, but the Thursday after, and then I get a 5-day off because it's my normal weekend off.
Great big long vacation.
So I am actually alive and awake. I got up at 8:30, which is like super early for me. I usually get up at 2:30.
Yeah, she went to bed at 4, so don't let her fool you.
Oh no, I am terribly late. I don't need that much sleep. So it is amazing and happy, and there's sun. And what is this phenomenon?
Phenomena. Phenomena. She is going to shrivel up any minute now because she's really a vampire. Are you quite finished?
I did tell you that one time, not this current orientee, but the one before that. One time I said phenomenon, and we both went do 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 do, and we just started looking at each other like, oh wow, you just did it at the same time I did.
Muppets.
Of course, she and I were very close in age, so that's probably why. Anyway, podcast. The whole reason why we're here. Vacation. Well, that's not why we're here, but I'm going to do a little bit of blathering, and then I'll go into the normal.
She always blathers. How will we know the difference?
I actually heard someone else say blather on a podcast. I think it was
probably Lindsay or somebody.
No, it wasn't. It was oh, I'm seeing her in my face. Red hair.
You're seeing her in your face?
in my head.
You have issues.
I'm seeing her face in my head.
Uh-huh.
Red hair, lemon.
Retro lemon?
Retro lemon. Yes. She said blathering, which is so awesome because everyone always made fun of me at school for saying blathering.
Silly blathering.
So.
Yay for retro lemon.
Yes. Anyway. This week on Wednesday. What was that?
Our door.
Oh, okay. Davina must remember that we were podcasting and then decided not to open the door.
Or it just opened.
That could be too. I saw her though.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Okay. Brain fart. Oh, well, speaking of Davina, we celebrate her birthday this weekend because, yes, it's been Mother's Day, but we bumped Mother's Day to after I come back from New York.
We do this a lot in our family. If it doesn't work with our schedule, we just bump the holiday back or forward. Holidays are
flexible.
Flexible, yes. We must be flexible. So my Mother's Day is going to be 2 weeks from yesterday.
And so we celebrate Davina's birthday, which is coincidentally my podiversary, our podiversary. Because I started the podcast late. No, it's not going to do that. Hold on.
What
sorry.
is that?
It's trying to tell me to restart my computer until it can wait another 4 hours.
After we're done with the podcast.
I keep telling it can wait another 4 hours because usually I'm doing something when it decides to flip that message at me.
Well, at least this time we'll be out of the house when it wants to do it.
Except I usually have my computer closed. This flip it when my computer's closed. But as I was saying, Davina's birthday is on Wednesday, the 15th.
Thank you for all the birthday wishes that came through our clerk. She was really thrilled with them. So.
But we celebrated on Sunday, The whole weekend we celebrated.
Yeah, and then her grandparents are coming on Wednesday, so
usually we would make this coming weekend her
Right.
weekend birthday, and it'd be a big deal with grandparents here and everything. But for convenience factor, our grandparents have been trying to take me to New York since I graduated college 4 years ago, and I guess I really didn't believe that they meant it. I finally believed
She's such a bad granddaughter.
Well, I don't know.
Because her grandparents lie all the time.
I wasn't sure if they were serious, and at that point in time, I didn't want to take vacation that early and starting my work. But I finally have taken them up on it, and we are going to New York. We're hoping to catch some sort of musical while we're there. I'm going to keep my ears pricked for anything I might know. So it'll be fun. I'll be leaving on Thursday and be spending the weekend in New York with my grandparents. It'll be a lot of fun. I've never been to New York except in the airport, so it'll be a new experience.
Well, you've been through it, but not in
I can't remember.
Yeah, you've been through it.
If I did, it was kind of like, hey, there's New York. Bye, New York. That's not really being to New York. Can you say that? That's not really going to New York?
Being in New York.
Being in New York.
Would you move along to the knitting and crocheting?
Well, as part of the knitting crochet, on the 15th, so this Wednesday, which is coincidentally my sister's birthday, it is also the day a year ago that I started the podcast.
As Nurse with
Needles. For those of you who joined back during those times, you remember it when it was Nurse with Needles. It was just me talking to my camera, not really sure if anyone would want to listen. And usually I podcasted after midnight because I was up and that was something that kept me awake. And it was either that or start a blog. And I was really inspired by a lot of the podcasters out there, particularly Karen from Round the Twist. Because she is also a night nurse who does the whole vampire lifestyle. But yes, our official podiversary is this Wednesday, but I will not be here
for the Nurse with Needles. But if you go through Pen Hook and Needles, it's actually what we're actually celebrating. Because I came in week 7.
Well, it didn't actually become Pen Hook. It was still Nurse with Needles.
Right.
It became Pen Hook and Needles
a little after that. Quite a time
after that. We stayed Nurse with Needles for a while. Because.
But anyway.
It wasn't until a little while later that I decided that it might be nice to make it a little less me-centric.
Yes.
It's always me-centric. You know that's why you really come to watch.
I'm just window dressing. She needed some window dressing.
Yes.
But anyway.
Hi, Mom.
We
Yes.
We are going to be celebrating the podiversary. We are in touch with a dyer, Kimberly R., who has agreed to develop for us a Pen Hook and Needles colorway. So it will be available on a pre-order basis.
Ooh. Tell us. That's what we should do for.
Wait, just hold on.
I have an idea.
Hold on. Just let me finish.
Okay.
Still.
Hi.
Settle.
Hi.
Okay. Anyway, we will have. Hopefully, she was hoping to have it done this week to show us pictures, and if we like it, she will send off the ones that we bought so we can show you, and then we will tell you how to pre-order it if you would like to have the Pen Hook and Needles podiversary colorway.
Okay, now I have an idea.
Okay.
All right. So, first of all, this idea has something to do with something else really exciting that's happened.
Yes.
We have hit 102 members.
Yes.
Yay, we're on so super awesome. That means we're going to have a drawing for awesomeness.
Yes.
Due to 102 members. But here's where my idea comes. How do we know who watches the podcast? Well, because we don't want to just send off stuff to nowhere land who, people don't watch the podcast or whatever, they'll never know.
We want to give you first dibs.
Yeah, people who watch want to get first dibs. So, here's my idea. If you see this and you're like, oh, I want to be in the running for winning something for 100 members, put in a thread that will start what you think the colorway is going to be.
Ooh,
isn't that awesome?
Ooh, that's cool. Yes, it is. Actually, that might be for this one. It might be good for this one. They can pre-order, but there might be one up for grabs as a We're still working on. We're thinking out loud. Listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
When they do that for the colorway, we'll pick one of those for a free skein. Everybody else will have to pre-order, but that one person can win.
Well, you see, what I was actually saying was that's just how they put in for 100 members. That you'll have them post whatever and then we do a random drawing from there.
Right.
And then that tells what they'll win from here.
All right.
And then,
as you can tell, we haven't discussed this yet.
But isn't that so cool?
I think so, but we have to fine-tune it. But while we're on this, I do want to show you, before we go into the Podiversary stuff, seriously, I want to go into the 100 members. We already hit that.
Yeah, because that's what I'm talking about, the 100 members.
We have several prizes already on offer. This is what you will be guessing the colorway. Is what we'll
try to win one of these.
To win one of these.
Now you get what I'm saying.
This is one of the prizes. This is a book. I have 2 of these, and so I thought, what better way to make sure somebody uses this than to give it as a prize. It's by Doris Chan, and it's the Amazing Lace Crochet book. This will be one of the prizes.
And it says, Crochet just got chic.
Yes, Crochet just got chic. So it's got some interesting patterns in here that are really nice.
Especially if you like lace.
Especially if you like lace. I want to show you the pattern, just the picture. So there's some really nice. This is one of the prizes for the 100 member giveaway. The other prizes for the 100 member giveaway.
And this is entering what you think the colorway will be.
Right. You will not get the yarn for the Podiversary. That's
something else differently.
This is what you'll be. When you guess the Podiversary colors, this is what you'll be.
And it's not. This isn't saying, oh, you have to be correct to win something.
Oh no. Just put your
guesses in,
and you can guess. Can they guess more than once?
Oh yeah.
Guess as many times as you want. Okay. This is another prize.
So only let them win something once. So I don't care how many times they enter it.
This is the Knit Picks Stroll Fingering Yarn. It's in the Make Believe colorway. It's fingering weight, and there is.
I'd actually like to see how many different guesses they come up with.
Yes, I would too. 462 yards, so it's plenty to make socks or something. Okay, so that's one yarn.
And then I went deep stash diving.
Talia went stash diving, and this is Desert Vista Dye Works. Now we're giving these away separately.
Giving them away separately.
So you have
this is the C25K colorway. This is back when Girlfriends Knitting was having a cardiac 52K. They're knitting socks. I picked this up because I love the red, and I thought this was all one skein. It's not.
But for somebody who's doing socks, it would be perfect.
It's perfect for someone who's doing socks because it gives you a little skein for the heel, a little skein for the toe, and a main skein for the rest of the sock. It might even be good for someone who likes to do toys.
Yes.
I thought it was all one skein. I was a little disappointed.
It was just something she wasn't expecting.
It wasn't what I expected.
So,
but the colors are beautiful. I love the red. I just don't see myself using it this time, and I think it'd be better for 2 other people to enjoy these.
One each. There's 462 yards.
So it's good yardage.
So right now we have 3 yarns in a book up. Okay, but we also have this yarn, which Ty got out of her stash. She has a ton of this.
Yeah, I think I have 2 other skeins.
This is No Maker's Nightwing, and this is in the fingering sock weight, and it's also 462 yards. It's very pretty. The color is very pretty. As you can see in No Maker's, Amanda does a really great job. That's not all. Okay, so right now we have 4 skeins of yarn and a book on offer. Okay, we have 2 other prizes, and these are from Cloverbird. She had a wonderful sale a couple, 3 or 4 weeks back, and I picked these up because I love her bags. And the first one is a Ladybug Bag. Okay, as you can see, it's got pockets on the inside. I don't want to close it because I don't want to crease it. And this one, I love this one. I was hoping she'd have it in a bigger one, but she didn't. This is her magician. I call it the magician's bag. I don't know what she actually calls it. And you can see it has got circles or bubbles or whatever that is on the inside. And it's bigger. These bags are bigger on the inside than you think.
Well, a lot of her bags are.
They are.
Of course, they're not as big on the inside. This one is big on the inside.
Well, comparatively. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It can't be bigger on the inside than it's hard.
We have 7 prizes for the 100-member giveaway. Just go to the thread and tell us what you think the pen, hook, and needle colorway is.
And
okay?
I'll start that thread after we get off.
Okay, and that will put you in the running to win one of these absolutely fantastic prizes. Okay, now the potiversary is a different animal. Okay, the potiversary is next week, or actually this week, this Wednesday. We are not celebrating it this month because it's too busy, and then next month we're celebrating, my husband and I are celebrating our 30th anniversary, and we're going to be in Florida for a week, and there's a lot going on. Yeah, there's a lot going on, so we thought we would celebrate in July. So that gives...
We'll be celebrating when we're doing the leaf.
Yeah. We wanted to do the colorway for this. And the wonderful dyer Kimberly R. She's an Etsy dyer, and I believe she's also on. I think she's on Ravelry as well. I'm just not sure what she's on.
I think she has a group.
I think her name is Kimberly Russo.
Because I think I've linked her before in the show notes.
Right, and she has agreed to develop this colorway for us, so we're really excited about that. And she will tell us how to go about pre-ordering it when the time comes. And we will let you know about that. I hope you are interested in it and you want that. I don't know what bases it'll be available in. I don't know what weights it'll be available in. I'll have to talk to her about that. But we will let you know as soon as we know. And there will be other things available as well, we hope. But right now the main thing is the yarn to celebrate the potiversary. So anything else you want to say about the potiversary? Okay, so we can move on. But yay, we're glad to have the 102 members. Oh, we want to welcome people before we want to welcome the returning members. We're glad to have you back. Really happy to have you back, and we want to welcome our new members. Let me get your drinks and your food or whatever it is. Sorry, we don't want to be rude. We didn't get a chance to say that. But we want to welcome our new people. Okay, we have Chain of Fools, who is Emily.
There. Oh, wow, you actually pulled them up.
I did pull them up.
Wow, usually I'm the one who does it.
Well, you're taking too long.
I didn't realize you had a list.
Chain of Fools, who is Emily. She also is I think her podcast is Fibertown, if you want to check her out. And she also has a podcast group. She's really sweet. I met her.
That makes me think of the song from...
Yes, it is.
From Shrek?
Well, I don't know if it's from Shrek, but that's what she got it from a song. But she has a podcast group. I think it's called Fibertown as well. She has a podcast, and she's funny. I've only seen one of her podcasts, but she's really cute. She's really sweet. So you should check her out if you get the chance. Packing Knits One. I do not know Packing Knits' name. She doesn't have it on her page, but we'll welcome her. Holly Berries, who is Lori. Me Stitcher, who is Monica, and Nurse Kim Knits, who is Kim. So we welcome all of you. And the funny thing is, when Packing Knits, when I invited Packing Knits and she accepted, it was like, I thought you were already a member of the group. But it was funny because she wasn't yet. She's been listening to us for a long time, but she just never a member of the group, which is funny. So we were happy to have her and everybody. I think she'd been listening to us for a while.
Oh, you were the one who had the conversation with her.
There are two people I had conversations with. One was Heather.
I think it was Packing Knits you were talking to.
Well, I know Heather just told me that she didn't realize we had a podcast group. She asked me what the name was, so I told her, which I think was funny.
Well, she was already a member, and
she was a member. She just didn't know about the podcast, so I thought that was funny. So yeah, so we love Heather very much. We do want to thank all of you. You got us over the 100 members, and we are excited, and so that's why I want to share all these goodies with you. Thank you for
all these goodies.
All these goodies. Yes, I hope so. I speak English.
And somehow I speak English better than she does, and she taught me.
Ha ha ha.
I guess I'm just very good at teaching myself.
Ha ha. Okay. It takes something out of the mother to give to the daughter. It's a very selfless profession to be a homeschooling teacher because you give everything you have to them. But anyway, okay, moving on. Wait. Autism Awareness Winners. Autism Awareness Winners. We congratulate you once again. We have heard from several of you. We have not heard from a few of you.
In particular?
Yes.
Let me pull you up. We need to hear from J Ladybug 671.
So we know what patterns you want.
You want an Anastasia Knits pattern. We need to hear from, I know Hank's mom that you know that you won. You just haven't told us what you want yet.
Right, we need to know what you want.
And we actually really, really need to hear from Sue3385. You want a Plover Bear bag.
And we want to send it to you, Sue, but I can't send it to you unless I know where you live. So please send us your name and address, PM me or Talia, so that we know where to send your bag.
And it might be best at this point to PM Mom, since I'm going to New York and won't be.
Yeah. PM me. Sue, please PM me as soon as you get this. Maybe that you're on vacation or something.
Oh, we need to hear actually from Sun Country.
Yes, Sun Country.
You want a toy pattern.
Izzy, where are you?
Izzy, go to the Patchwork Moose Toys and find something. I know you like to crochet toys.
We hug her.
Yes.
Yes. Big hugs for Sun Country. Okay, so please contact us as soon as you can so we can get your prizes out to you, or so you can contact the designer who has offered the prize and, whatever.
Okay. So, on to projects. Since we did a fairly long introduction, I'm going to start first because I worked on
Nothing?
7. I worked on 7 projects.
The Talia show.
Indeed. Well, it was the Talia show to begin with.
But it's not anymore, so you need to stop saying that.
Bumpity.
Be a Talia show again.
You can't resist. You can't resist.
Don't make me flick you. She thinks I'm kidding. I will. I have a flicking finger and I will use it.
Anyway, there. Heavenly Sapphire is the first project I'm going to speak of. This is twin set sweater and cardigan pattern by Claire Montgomery. Making it for Mom. This is the reason why she won't flick me. From the book Knitting Vintage.
You don't know me too well. Hot tea. Hot tea.
Well, then stop playing around with hot tea.
Hot tea.
Knitpicks. I'm using Knitpicks Indian Treasure in the Sapphire Heather colorway. You have seen the back of the sweater 20 million zillion times. It lives in the Nightwing bag.
Because it matches. And it's a cool sweater. Nightwing wants to wear it.
No, I think Dicky wants something a little more masculine.
Why? He wears tights.
Tights are a lot more acrobatic than this is. So, okay. Could you grab the top? You grab your side.
All right.
Whoops, there we go. So, as you can see, that's the back. Turn it up a bit. There we go. So, that's the back. Thank you. Stuff that in here.
Excuse me, I'm still getting over whatever it is she gave me.
I actually didn't even take the Claritin today, so maybe I'm over the worst of it. I've never taken Claritin before because I never really had allergies before. I think I've had a mixture of allergy and a cold.
Yeah. So it's been very pollen-y out here with the weather, and you think the rain would dampen it down, but the minute the rain stops, the pollen.
Mm-hmm. So, in my medium TARDIS bag, the millions and zillions of different TARDI, TARDIS. So, I wonder if there's actually, if you were to count them, if there would be 10.
Open up the bag.
Or 11. There's actually 11.
You can count the TARDISes after.
So, I don't think there are actually 11 different ones. No, there's 4 or 5 different ones. Anyway, I only worked on this a little bit at work. Well, I guess I worked on a fair amount at work. I pulled a Lindsay.
She has to be a pulled Lindsay.
But I think let me see. Am I at the beginning now? I'm at the beginning. I'm not going to unpull the Lindsay.
I'm sorry, I keep seeing Michelle giggling hysterically when she pulls a Lindsay and saying
So I'm not going to unpull my Lindsay just because I'm not close enough to the end of the row. But
it's very pretty.
You can see this is the left side, and I'm holding stitches because I didn't have a thing to hold my stitches with at work, so I just improvised. I grabbed my cable needle from my notions bag and used that to hold my stitches, and that's been working pretty well.
It works.
Yeah. And still people thought at work that I was just remaking the same piece over and over again. Because at least I don't think you're working on rags. That's true. Usually they want to pet the alpaca.
You need to get that reference. You need to go over to 3 Stitches and listen to the last podcast. You'll understand about the rags.
So yes, this usually lives in my purse. I actually probably need to put another skein of yarn in here for when I go to New York.
Yeah.
So that is that one. Your turn.
Okay. I did a little work on. Let's see. I did a little work on my to my Lois knitting my bag owl bag, which I love. I love owls. This is my Patrick's patchwork loose. Patchwork loose, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Ugly moose moose. That I already told you the story about the
ugly moose moose.
My ugly moose moose.
That sounds like how many times in one sentence are you trying to say moose?
Ugly moose moose.
This is my Patrick moose, ugly moose moose.
It's adorable. I love it. Okay. It took me a little while.
Moose moose moose.
What happened was I kept misreading the pattern. It was so funny. I got to the muzzle, and I must.
And the only reason why I didn't pick up on the center because she wouldn't show me the pattern. Well, I would have picked up on it like that.
Well, it was really because she's so awesome.
Because I've worked on patterns like 20 million different times.
Stop it.
I've done 5 toys at first.
Anyway, what happened was I got to round 5 of the muzzle, and I'm looking at this, and she says to do these stitches. She says to do the stitch 10 times in the next, 5 times in the next 10 stitches. Okay, so I'm like 50 stitches in 10. No, that's. And I tried doing that, and I'm like, it makes a hole. It's not going to look right. Round 5. This stitch in the next 10 stitches. Not 5 of them in the next 10 stitches. Okay. So now I'm moving forward. Okay, I finished the muzzle. I finished. This is the head. Okay. This is the head. Moosey moose head. There's the head. Head. Okay. That's the head. This is the muzzle.
I think you're holding up the. There we
go. Little nostrils.
Let's put him on the face.
Little nostrils. Like that's gonna be. Oh yeah, that works. Okay. And then I have the. Oops. Oh, who's that?
The oops.
Yeah.
No, oops is
Oopsie.
The other room.
And then I have the body. Whoops.
Big buddy.
This is the body. That's the sausage one. Okay, this is the body. It has to be stuffed. And then I have 2 of these, which are the little eyebrows, or
I just show her how to place them. So she did some correctly.
Yeah.
She did because they aren't eyebrows; they're eyelids.
Okay.
Eyelids, because you made them like eyebrows last time.
I did, but it looks cute on the. That's funny. And this is the other one. Okay, so these are the. And then I just started. I think it's the hand I just started. The arm. So that's as far as I got on that. So I made a lot of progress on it. I'm really happy to be working on it again because I want to finish it because it's adorable. I still have, the arms, the legs, and the antlers.
Just watch. As soon as you finish it, she'll put out an update because she's been updating a lot of her patterns.
All right, patchwork moves. Not till I finish. Okay. She needs to finish the adorable bear first. I want to get that.
Well, the bear is finished.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. It has to be. I want them to finish testing it. I want her bear. She's always got something coming out. So you need, if you like the toys that we're making from her,
keep your eyes open.
Keep your eyes open. Follow her on Facebook and things like that. She's very prolific and she's very talented. So please, keep your eye open. Patchwork Moose, Katie Hancock. So anyway, that's where that's living, and that's my first one.
Okay, so let me see what I was going to pull up next. Oh, I was going to pull this one next. Okay, well that's convenient. And I just happened to get to the end of the row. Or at least the end of the needle. So, I finally finished the first sleeve of my Ho Aloha.
Yay. You see how far it had gotten?
I haven't seen the most recent one. She just posted a new one.
Yeah.
So I have not seen
Oh, that's adorable. Her mother's so cute.
Well, don't tell me anything I haven't watched yet. She brought her mom on? Oh,
yes,
that's so awesome.
She's cute.
Okay. I told Kathy on Plurk that I was going to watch tonight.
You have to watch her because it's so cute. I always love it when her mom comes. She's adorable.
I've never seen her mom on
I saw her one other time. I think she was on one other time.
No, she wasn't.
No, she was.
Was she?
I'm pretty sure she was.
How did I not see it then?
I'm pretty sure she was. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I
It
seem
might
to
be
remember.
someone else's mom.
No, I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Okay,
I might
anyway.
be wrong. But anyway, it's adorable.
Okay, I can't wait to see that. But this is a Ho Aloha pattern. This is the Mr. Cow that was put out by Mel Ski of Single-Handed Knits. Single-Handed Knitting?
I'm not sure. I think single-hand knits, isn't it?
I think it might be.
I don't know. I forget.
She has a really awesome
Sorry,
podcast.
Mel.
I'm using my US 6s, and I thought I was using US 5 for the ripping. It turns out I was using US 4. Oh well, it still fits. At least for the sleeve. Well, it's just for the sleeve. I have skinny arms anyway. So it just means that it takes a little longer to do the sleeve. That explains why the ribbing took so long. I just need to make sure I use the same needle tips for the second sleeve, so it's not disproportionate. Stonehenge fiber mill shepherd wool in the garnet colorway. And Kathy, I finished.
She's not nice. We love you, Kathy.
I love you, Kathy. You see, I really shouldn't be doing this because you started a whole lot later than I did.
She's doing really well too. She only got a couple rows then, she said, but she's doing well.
I mean, I love the part that you're at because it's so much fun at that part. Right now, I'm at the sleeves. I'm like, I want it to be done so I can put on my buttons. So
she's getting ready to do. I think she's getting ready to do the twisted rib.
Wow, she is far.
Well, she's right about here.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good job, Kathy.
Yay! Her cheerleading section over here. Yay, Kathy.
So, there. Sleeve number 1 is done.
Isn't that great? I love it.
And I really like the way it flares a little bit at the end.
Yeah, we have a thing for the flary sleeve.
And I left a little bit of a tail in case I decided that I wanted to make it a little longer.
You think that's enough for going around again?
If not, I can always add another.
You have plenty of yarn.
Yeah, exactly. I still have some that I haven't caked up yet.
Right.
So
I really like it. I think the color's really good on it.
I'm a little concerned that the cut might not be flattering on me.
It'll be fine.
I don't usually wear something that's loose around my. I don't know. I'm always afraid it'll make it look fat. But because it's kind of like an empire-ish waist, and I'm always concerned about that look. But I love the collar. I love the color. So collar and color, and I love the sleeves. I just hope that the waist will look okay.
It'll be fine.
So it's really cute.
Very pretty.
I'm very happy.
It's a very heavy, tight fabric.
So I'm looking forward to finishing this. I love knitting on this one. I'm chilly.
Which is most of the time.
Yes, it is. I live chilly. So, yay, Kathy. Come on,
go,
keep
Kathy,
knitting.
go, Kathy, go, Kathy.
Keep knitting. We look like we're knitting the same exact color and everything, even though she's using different yarn.
Yeah.
Hers is hand painted, and thankfully it hasn't pulled.
Yay. Yeah, because she was worried about that because she wasn't changing skeins out.
But you don't want to hear about her sweater on this podcast. Go to her podcast.
Yes, go to her podcast.
Her podcast is Knit Nerd, and she's Cat B913.
That's what I was trying to remember, her numbers. I have trouble remembering numbers.
And she will come up again later.
Yes, she will. And thank you.
So, Kathy.
Yes,
we're not done with you later.
Makes me giggle.
Okay, so your turn.
My turn. I did work on the Sedna shawl. It's living in my ploverbird bags. My ploverbird bags right now are holding projects that are inactive. So I'm using my Lois bags right now.
I'm thirsty.
This is my Faith, Hope, and Joy bag that Lois gave me. It's the first one I bought from her, and I love it.
It really is the first one you got?
Mm-hmm. From Lois, yeah. I've been working on the Sedna shawl.
I didn't realize you worked on it this week.
I did, in the church. I had the brilliant idea. I don't have to count all the way across. I can count halfway, stop, and count halfway, and get what I'm supposed to get instead of counting 100 million stitches all at once. But
It's okay.
I'm smart.
It's okay.
Anyway,
The light bulb is slow, but eventually it turns on.
It's always on. It's just a little dimmer than
flickering.
sometimes. There we go. But I did. I guess I did about, I don't know, maybe an inch and a half, because I didn't have a whole lot of knitting time on this. But I did make some progress, and it's curling like crazy. But hopefully it'll be okay when I block it and when I put the edges on it. I love the little. I'm thinking, and I haven't knitted very long, so I don't know, but I'm thinking that all the yarn overs on the side here is where I'm going to connect the edging for the crochet edging.
No, actually, Mom, I think the crochet edging is along the other side. It doesn't go along this side.
Oh, I guess you're right. Well, no. No, that's the bottom.
I can't remember.
I mean,
no, this is your point. This is your point.
Right, and that's the sides.
Yeah, you don't have your crochet edging on the...
You have the crochet?
Oh, I guess you do.
So I'm thinking that that's how, I don't know, I've never done it, so Nicole or somebody who has done it.
That would make sense.
Yeah, Nicole or somebody who has done it can tell me if I'm right.
I've never finished it, so
I mean, because you have this little open area, it would certainly make sense.
Well, it'd be pretty opening as well if you were to block it. Oh, speaking of blocking, I pinned something about using blocking wires.
Oh, good. Okay.
So check that out.
Okay.
It's on my crafting board.
I try not to get on Pinterest unless somebody tells me there's something on there because I just get lost. It's too much stuff on there. But anyway, this is my, and I'm not working these on 4s like I keep telling you. I'm working them on 6. On 6s, US 6s on a 32-inch cord, which I'm going to have to probably change out.
And Davina will probably get it for her 30th birthday.
2 years from now. So, I mean, I like it. It's just I keep putting it aside when I do something else. So, but it's not the problem it was when I first started. Knock on wood. So.
Okay, so it's my turn.
It is your turn.
So the next one I am going to speak on is my Blue Pine, which is the White Pine pattern by Amy Christophers. I think I've worked one other pattern by her, and it was my Fire cardigan.
Oh, I like that. Where's my hook?
I don't know. I worked it for me using US 7s and Stonehenge fiber mills, shepherd's wool, in some sort of blue colorway, which I never remember to pull over the armband. So it's in my na 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 Batman. So if you think about it, come here, Dick. Nightwing, Batman, TARDIS.
One of these things is not like the other.
One of these things.
Actually, the one that's really not like the other is the llama one.
Yes, everything else is geeky.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's either, let's see, I've got Nightwing, Batman, TARDIS, Llama, Star Wars, TARDIS, Batgirl. Anyway, this one is like the others. It's geeky. And I got out of 101 ribbing. I'm so happy. In none of my projects right now am I in 101 ribbing. For a while, it seemed like all my sweaters were currently in a 101 ribbing part, except one was in a twisted 101 ribbing, which was very. I had to readjust my brain because I'd be going from one project to the next 101 ribbing, and remember which one was the twisted.
Maybe it's just the knitter who was twisted.
No, this is the one with the twisted rib, and I do like how the twisted rib looks.
I thought the twisted rib was Mel's.
Huh? No. Twisted rib. You see how it has this ridge?
Yeah.
No, Mel's wasn't twisted. Mel's is just 101.
Oh, okay.
Trust me. I know.
I thought Kathy said something about she thought it was twisted rib.
No, this was twisted rib. Kathy is, in fact, an
error. If she said that. If she said that.
I'm going to make fun of you as if you did, Kathy.
Because that's what she does.
So
I apologize in advance. She's so sharp, pointy. I do not wish to be poked in the eye.
So, the ribbing has been completed. And I know you can barely tell, but I started the main part of the sweater. All it looks like right now is I did the ribbing. But I haven't worked on it since I did the setup row and the row after. I put in stitch markers. I guess that'll mark where I do cables and seed stitch and that kind of thing. I have these cute little sweater stitch markers.
They are cute.
And I have other random stitch markers.
Excuse me.
So, I don't know. There's not one back here right now, which was actually an error on our part.
Yep.
So I'm very happy with how this is working out so far. I just haven't given it much more love than finishing up the ribbing.
Right.
I will eventually. I have to give other things that are closer to being finished love because currently I have 9 projects on the needles right now. So I really need to weed down some of them, especially since I have immediately forthcoming need to start another 3 projects.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
What time?
Okay. My third one that I worked on, I'm kind of semi-monogamous right now because right now what I want to do is get everything off the hooks and needles because I have so many things I want to do. And like Talia, I have something I'm going to probably have to put on the needles, 2 projects that I'm going to have to do. So, but this one that I'm working right now is living in my Lois, it is my bag, Sarah bag, my Monet bag. I'm sorry, Lois, I'm renaming it. It's called my Monet bag. And this is, let me see if I get the name correct. This is not the right pattern. This is the other bag. This is the hoodie that goes with the cardinal that I made for.
And by hoodie, she doesn't mean sweater hoodie.
No, I'm sorry. I mean the hoodie blanket. Excuse my head. It's called.
I'm sorry, no one can excuse that. I mean, have you seen how tall? Actually, you squished it down this time. The hair is not making you right this time. How did that? Because it's a helmet.
It is not, in fact.
It's a helmet. You could tackle someone with that head of hair and not get injured.
This is the it's called the Cindy. No, it's the penguin itself. It's called the. Where's my blanket? Oh, there it is. Okay. It's called the.
Did you see the bird last week?
What bird last week? Yeah, I showed the bird last week.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find the. I can't find it. Well, it must be my show notes.
Mom. If you open it, it might help. Because you have it stapled.
Well, that's not the right
Oh,
pattern.
all right. We'll just.
It's
called
actually,
the Hoodie Bird Blanket by Stacy Chalk.
There it is. Okay. Here it is. You're right. Hoodie Bird Blanket.
I worked that blasted thing for long enough.
By Stacy Chalk. And it looks like this, only I'm not making it as a bluebird. I'm making it as a cardinal to go with the cardinal I made.
Which means she'll do a black hood.
Which I'm going to be doing a black hood with the white and black eyes and then the beak. So I've actually made quite a bit of progress. I'm about halfway through a little more than halfway through the main blanket.
Actually, I probably like your blanket into a lot better than the one I made Josh and Mel.
Well, the blanket's the same.
Well, I like the modifications you're making to it.
Thank you. So this is, and Tabby is having a boy. No, it's Tabby's having a boy. So this is, I'm about a little more than halfway through the main part of the blanket.
All you will see is red.
Yes.
Red.
Red.
Your eyes are bleeding.
This is the back of it. I should probably show you this stuff.
Purple. Red.
Yes. So, and it's going to be kind of like this with the hood. And I've got about another 12 or so inches to do on this before I start the hood and put the feet and the eyes and all that on it. And then I'll start with the one of the obligation knittings I was talking about having to add on, which is the hat that goes with this. So
I think it's going to be a really cute set.
I hope so. I hope I can get the hat done.
And Tabby's been our hairdresser for
almost 15 years.
Yes, a long time. We followed her from place to place.
Yeah, she would call us and leave messages on our phone so we could follow her all over the place. And she's just been terrific, and I wanted to do something special for her. She's been trying for such a long time for a baby, and I want it to be special. So that's the other thing I worked on. Like as I said, the little hat will be one of my obligation knitting crocheting projects that I have to put on, which is why I really can't do too much more until I finish things. Okay.
So, my turn.
Why did I put it in here?
I have no idea why you put it in there. So, next project I'm going to talk about is Bayou. It's the Oliver pattern by Sandra Coley. I'm using US 2s.
Working on that one?
Yep. It's one of the ones I can probably finish up pretty soon. Using Moose Manor hand paint superwash sock in the River Moss colorway. So, this is living in my Stormtroopers bag. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
That's actually Darth Vader music.
I know, but Stormtroopers don't have their own music.
I don't know if they do or not. I forget.
So it's looking kind of green in the bag right now.
It always does. Over in here.
Yeah. I hate showing the pieces and parts of this one because it's hard to tell the difference with these.
Just show the main what's on your needles.
Yeah. So a bunch of pieces and parts are done. Just so you know. I think I just have. It's tangling.
I need to invest in some of those cards that they use for embroidery floss, and then you can just wrap the ends around the card. I forget who does that. I think Mel does it, and somebody else does it where she winds it around the little cards and just lets it hang down.
Wow, this is truly tangling. I'll worry about that later.
I'll worry about it tomorrow. Yes, I'll think about it tomorrow.
So I'm working on the last leg, and then I can work the 2 feet. Wet block these a little bit. I think you gently wet block them. Sew it all together, and then start the teddy sweater. So teddy bear is very close to being done. And it is from the book. I know it doesn't look like it's a teddy bear yet, but it's from the book Knitted Teddy Bear. And this is the Oliver pattern. So he's going to be really Oliver.
Never before has a bear wanted more.
Okay. So, got to untangle and finish this.
You have to keep going because I don't have any more.
Oh, okay.
Progress.
Me next. Yay! Ooh, this next one, I told you to keep listening, Kathy. This next one is about you as well. I was feeling not really quite well, and I got a nice surprise this Tuesday. This past Tuesday, a week ago.
Was it
it was Wrap Tuesday.
It was also Podcast Love Day, wasn't it?
No.
Okay.
So in my TARDIS bag is living my gift. You show what the gift is. This is the whole reason why I brought this. Of course, I wasn't intelligent and pulled it up already. No, that would have been logical. So I'm going to make you look at me while I pull up the pattern.
Because that's logical.
Yes, it is.
Kathy's going to get a lot of love on this podcast.
Kathy love. All right, Kathy gave to me as a wrap the Crochet TARDIS gloves by Carissa Knox.
And they're so pretty. I like them.
Yes, they are.
I think they're really nice.
One of my coworkers, he's a huge Doctor Who fan, and he's been really excited ever since he found out that I have a Doctor Who knitting bag. Every time I come in now, we did talk comics and like the Flash and all that before. Now it's like, have you watched next episode of Doctor Who? No, Jason. I'm still on the first season of the 10th Doctor. I haven't changed since you last talked to me. Honest to goodness. Haven't watched it in my sleep. So, this is what the pattern looks like.
And I may pick that pattern up because it doesn't look overly difficult.
It really isn't. It's nice and fun. And you could see Jason frothing at the mouth when he heard that there was TARDIS gloves. I didn't bring products that particular day, so you didn't get to see it. But
and you show that, and then I want to interject something.
I have a feeling if they don't fit, if they're big,
you just give them to him.
I'll give them to him because
he'll use them.
He'll use them. And
but Jason's funny. He has this really deep voice. Cause I haven't met him, but he called to tell Taya that she'd be calling instead of going to work, and I could hear him. Cause I asked her to answer the phone, and then I could hear him when she answered the phone. And he's got this really deep voice, so it's funny to me to see him with fingerless gloves. So because they're Doctor Who, he would wear them. So if they don't fit me, if they're a little big, it'll go to a good home. Yes, they will.
Because he is utterly obsessed. So here they are so far. I'm getting close to the color change point where I'll start doing the white. And it might fit. I think they'll fit.
Yeah, they're just
they're thick.
Thick, yeah, they're nice and warm.
So I don't think that Jason will be getting these.
I think I'll be making these maybe in a red.
Yeah, just don't do the whites where the. Although if you do the white, then it'll look like a
Dalek?
No, not Dalek.
No, I guess that's pink.
No, Daleks are gray and they look very different.
Are they? Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't know much about Doctor Who, so.
It'll look like one of those boxes, the telephone boxes we used to see in England that were red.
Yeah.
But there we go. It actually fits really well, so I don't think that Jason will be getting this. I thought it was going to be big, but I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think I'll pick that because we get cold in the house, especially in the wintertime. But
anytime. And I've been known to wear my Nightwing mitts during this weather at night, so my wrists stay warm. And they're getting a little loved.
Yeah,
they need to be washed.
Both of our mitts are getting a lot of love. Mine I finally stopped using them because I'm awake in the daytime and she's not, and in the daytime the house is a little bit warmer, so I haven't needed it. But I've been wearing them outside until very recently when the weather started warming up, so they need to be washed and they need to be maybe depiled or whatever you call it. So
I really like the length of them.
They're great.
Where my Nightwings only come up to here. I mean, this isn't finished yet. No, because it hasn't even started the thumb shaping. So
and you probably have one more row, so it's gonna be about here before you hit the thumb. So you have one more row probably.
This is the row.
One more, yeah. Well, you know what I'm talking about. One more repeat here, right here.
Yeah.
So that's probably what you're gonna be doing. That's nice. That's a nice length.
It really is a nice length, and I like the way it feels. It's comfortable. It's warm. The hard thing is going to be wanting to cover it up. Well, it still covers up really nicely. Okay.
And when you wear a coat or something, it's a wider sleeve anyway.
Yes, it will. So. It'll be really nice with a coat because it'll be nice and warm.
You put those under gloves or something, and you really have a nice, warm. But before we move on to other things, I did want to insert a thank you there because Kathy also gifted me a pattern. She made me feel very happy. I didn't expect it. I never expect it. I'm so excited when I get patterns. So it's so cute. It's called the Elefoof. Elefoof? I think it's an Elefoof. It's an Elefoof. It's just adorable. This is from Kathy, Knit Nerd, and I want to thank her for it because I just love it, and I can't wait to get started on it. I have to wait because I have other things. Then again, if I get really antsy, I may start it early, but I just love it. It's so darn cute. And the eyes are already crocheted. There's no felt. I don't like felt, and I always end up improvising. They've already done this. It looks like it has maybe a 10 or 12 millimeter black eye or a button or something, but the outer rim looks like it's crocheted. It does look like it's crocheted. So I'm excited about this. I really, truly am. It's just so adorable. I want to put my TARDIS mitt back on. My arm is cold now. So, Kathy, thank you very much for this. I appreciate it immensely. Makes me happy.
Yay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, Kathy, you've gotten your response back. Thank you much, Lynn.
I am so excited about it. Yes. And keep on keeping on with that sweater. We are looking forward to seeing your progress.
That's a song. Keep on
keeping on. Yes, it is.
Yeah. I barely hear the song in my head. Okay.
And it brings me back to 8th grade cheerleading. Keep on. Don't want to go there. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not done yet.
There's a whip that never ends.
Okay, this is for you, Rose Bob. And actually, no, my shout-outs to Kathy are not done. Psych!
But Rose Bob is the one who's in trouble.
Rose Bob's the one who's in trouble. Rose Bob is saying, sent me a message like, hey, Talia, you, that Justice League
thing.
Like you were supposed to do. The one that, we're supposed to do for Knit Nerds podcast, the one that's supposed to be year-long. Really like to see another square, besides Superman and Batman. And I've been trying to let it languish because I didn't want to.
Good for you, Rose Bob.
So I was like,
keep up the good work.
Oh, I guess someone's actually paying attention
to this
project.
Keep prodding her.
So, Rose Bob, this is your fault. This is something I started initially for and it still could be a part of it. It's a Square of the Month cow, knit along, crochet along. with the Knit Nerd podcast, and it's restarted because Rose Bob poked me.
You need to poke her every so often, Rose Bob. She falls asleep.
It's based off of, and I say based off because I changed it completely-ish. It's based off of the Justice League scarf pattern by Marcia Auguste. The way Marcia does it is she has you double knit the squares. I didn't feel like double knitting, so I crocheted instead. All I did was I used the chart, and I adjusted accordingly to get the size I wanted. Batman and Superman are done. So since you haven't seen these for a while, let me show you Batman and Superman. And the designer adjusted the Superman square after I finished it.
So it's not backwards anymore.
Yes. So there will be one backwards Superman and one frontward Superman.
But it's Bizarro Superman.
Since I made this reversible, I can just do the frontward Superman facing frontwards.
Yes.
So there is something good about the fact that I crocheted instead. I have a frontward S. It might not be the prettier side, but it's a frontward S. So here's the Superman.
Yay.
That looks frontwards, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Can't tell. I think so.
From far away, it still looks like an S.
Yeah, it does. So.
Ish.
No, people know what it is.
I think it looks like a Superman.
Yeah.
I'm not redoing it. And then Batman. The one I started.
Yay.
Doesn't have a theme song.
Nope. Just pretty lights.
He's shiny.
Pretty shiny.
I started on green. I started on the Green Lantern.
Column.
And my Green Lantern is Hal Jordan.
Yes.
I know that there's multiple Green Lanterns.
I also like John Stewart.
John Stewart. Mom likes John Stewart particularly. There's the very first Green Lantern who wasn't a member of the Green Lantern Corps. That was, can't remember his name.
Jay somebody?
No, Jay Garrick is the first Flash.
Oh, first Flash.
Scott Allen. The only reason why I remember is
Barry Allen, Scott Allen.
that's exactly how the mnemonic I use. Okay, so the other Allen is not connected to Flash. He's connected to the Green Lantern. Because Hal Jordan and Barry Allen, the first Green Lantern Corps and Green Lantern in the Justice League, and the first Flash were really close friends. But anyway, Hal Jordan's my Green Lantern.
And I like Hal Jordan. I mean, it's just I met John Stewart first.
And there's Kyle Rayner that I don't know a whole lot about.
Who's the one that's annoying?
Oh no, that's
he's irritating. I don't like him at all.
It begins with a G. Guy.
Yes, Guy.
Guy Gardner.
Oh, he's a pain.
No one likes Guy Gardner.
Oh, I don't like him at all. He's annoying.
Because you go, Scott Allen, Hal Jordan, Guy Gardner, John Stewart, Kyle Rayner.
Oh, Kyle's after John.
Kyle's Wally's age.
Oh, okay. Because it's funny, because in the last, we were watching Green Lantern, the season ending, the finale, and I think it was the finale, and they said, well, who was replacing Guy Gardner, who had been promoted, like Hal, to
Honor Guard.
Oh, some guy named John Stewart. So
yeah,
Kyle was some kind of newscaster or something.
Yeah. Well, actually, he was. If you pay attention, if you follow the Justice League show, he was Marines or something. They say in the Green Lantern Corps, they say he was newscaster or something. I don't know a whole lot about John.
I don't either. I just because I met him
through Justice League.
So
I rarely see him in the comics. The comics really tend to seem like right now either Hal Jordan or Kyle Rayner. I have one comic with Kyle Rayner in it. And most of mine are with Hal.
I like Hal's okay, but like I said, John was the one I was introduced with, even though I was aware of Hal.
And there was this really cute toy. I need to find a crochet pattern.
Oh yeah, that was great.
It was so cute.
It was a little plushie. We saw it at Books A Million, and they had Thor and they had Gandalf and Iron Man and all these people. But the one that really
cutest
stood
one
out,
of the bunch was Hal Jordan.
Yeah, Hal Jordan.
He has a little brown. He doesn't have quite have a curl. He just has bangs. It's not like Beatles bangs or anything like that, but just kind of like that hair that you kind of get a feeling if he needs to flip it out of his face a little bit.
Yeah, it was cute.
And he was cute. And Hal's like, yes, I am. Anyway, this is his square. Long story short.
Long story long.
Well, actually, it was short story long for us because it's really a short story, but we made it as long as possible.
We managed to invert Amy's saying.
So, short story long. There is the beginning of Hal's Square. I'll probably, because I've done Hal's Square, yes, this is going to be a long one, sorry. Because I am doing Hal's Square now, I'll probably do the flashes afterwards. Because what I can do is do the flashes, which will be Barry / Wally, and then Wally's close friend was Nightwing.
Right.
So I'll do Nightwing Square after that.
Right, that's cool.
Anyway.
But we do need to move on fairly quickly here because we've been doing a lot of them over an hour.
I know. But we had 2 huge landmarks to talk about, and that's what took up some of the time.
Well, our geeking out didn't help any.
No, but we did have a lot of stuff with the Podiversary and stuff like that.
Do we have any more of your whips?
This is the last whip. I do have. It's going to be kind of stash enhancement whippy kind of ish. It's not whippy yet. I guess I can. Yeah, I'm going to do this first.
My turn, if it's a whip.
It's not a whip.
Okay.
It's a stash enhancement kind of thing.
Okay.
I thought you were done with your whips.
I am, but I was going to do stash enhancements.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead with your stash enhancement, and I will then delve from there.
Okay, I have 2 stash enhancements. I already showed you the pattern, so I only have 2 more. Let me just put this down for a second. I was telling you about. I meant to show this last week, and I didn't. I forgot. I picked this up. This is the Vogue Knitting Crochet.
It's the Vogue Knitting magazine. They every once in a while put out crochet.
Right, and normally I don't care for the things in Vogue, but I had enough things in here that I liked, and I actually marked them this time so I can show you.
That was actually quite intelligent.
Yes, this one I kind of like this. This kind of has the same kind of
yeah,
not the same kind of it's not knitted, but it has the same kind of look to it as the cardigan instead of a pullover. So I like that. Some of the stuff is really weird in here, but not so much this time around. Let me see if I can pull it again. Of course, this one is an advertisement, and I'm not sure how it would look on, but I love the idea of it. It's kind of, I don't know, it fires my imagination. I can see something in this when she's dancing.
Mm.
So
that makes me think of Fire Dance.
Yes.
From Riverdance, Michael Flatley.
Yes.
And I can't remember the female dancer's name. Maria something or other.
What am I marking here? Oh, that's just the Crochet Red thing we get. Crochet, the Knit Red has now a Sew Red book as well, and they're coming out with a Crochet Red in January of 2014. So I'm keeping my eye open for that because I want to get that.
And I actually got Knit Red back when it was a pre-order.
I haven't pre-ordered yet for the other one.
But I mean, that's when I got it when it became pre-order.
This sweater, I can't.
That was about a year ago, actually.
It was more than that, I think.
No, because
you hadn't started podcasting yet.
I guess I haven't.
I don't. Can they see that? I can't. What are you showing? The
sweaters. This here?
Or it's the same sweater. So
this one here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they can see it.
Okay. I like that. I'm not sure if I will actually make. I don't like pineapples that much, so we'll see if I actually make that one. Some of the stuff, like I said, to me, is not very practical or anything. I kind of like these. This kind of makes me think of the old movies, and that's it's supposed to be Hollywood glam. So I'd like to maybe make that. That's pretty. I like it, and it stays on.
I can see someone like what's her face, Bogart's wife.
Oh, Lauren Bacall.
Lauren Bacall.
See, I could see someone like Joan Crawford in that.
You see, I did see a lot with Joan Crawford.
I don't like Joan Crawford, but now this I really like the sweater.
Oh, I do like that sweater.
This sweater with the
Olivia de Havilland.
Yes,
we wear that.
Yes, we like our old movies here. I really like that sweater. I would like the sleeves are kind of wide. Maybe I'd see if I can narrow them out and make them long. But I like that. So there's actually quite a few in here that I like. Normally when I pick up a Vogue, I don't like it that much, but this one has quite a few good. I guess it's kind of a quasi review. I mean, I don't care for this at all. I guess it's a swimming suit cover up, but it's just a little odd to me. Oh, and this, I love this on the back. Of course, it's another advertisement, but the sweater.
What's sometimes the advertisement when we do two patterns?
So that's one of my two other stashing hands. I'm going to tell you about those.
Okay, so this was going to become a whip this week, and then it didn't, because I thought I had 2 sets of US 7 tips for my knit fix needles, and I can't find the second set.
You should tell me you needed 7 more.
That's okay, I have some coming in, but thank you. I have one in my white pine. The other one, I have no idea where it went. You sure you have 2 of them? I should, because I have a wooden set and a metal set. So I should have a second set of needles.
Do you have it holding stitches on one of your?
But I would have left the tips on.
Yeah.
So I don't know where those are at. I've ordered some more tips for knit picks. But I can at least show you the yarn and the pattern. The pattern. Okay, my friend. I had 3 very close girlfriends in college. One was my study partner, Emily, and I've talked about her before
beads.
For her beads and her stitch markers and things like that. Then there was Mel, who I made the baby blanket and baby bird for. She's due any day now.
She maybe has when you're in New York.
Yeah, she will contact me by pain of death. I hope she has it sometime during my vacation when I'm here, because if I can, I'd like to be there. Because I have an invitation.
You'll probably be in New York, but we'll see.
Well, her due date is actually after I come back.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay, good.
And I only work 1 day and then a 5-day, so I have this huge stretch off, which is great. But my other close friend, Elizabeth,
she got married last year.
Eliz just found out she was pregnant on her birthday, May 6th.
Yes, isn't that a great present?
And in time for Mother's Day, she's really excited.
We kind of adopted her here in this family. She has parents right down the road, so to speak, from us in Alexandria, but we still kind of adopted her.
But I swore up and down after I made Mel's baby blanket for Mel and Josh that I was not going to make another baby blanket ever.
She's leaving that to me.
Yes, I can't stand making baby blankets. I did it for Mel and Josh because, Mel and I were really close in college. Josh and I, and bless him, I killed him in college, but we're close. I'm also very close to Eliz and James. Yeah. We all knew each other in college.
They had hung out in a group of about 7 or 8 people.
Yeah. But I'm going to make this for Eliz and James's baby. Don't know if it's a boy or girl yet. It's too early to tell. I'll show you the colors in a second. I'm going to make it in the I'm going to make it in the size for 3 to 6 months.
Because they're going to be due in the winter time. So
yeah, and I figure I want the baby to have it longer. And also, Patrick Moose has a baby, as a teddy bear coming out.
That I mentioned earlier.
And I asked Patrick Moose, will it fit a preemie sweater? And she said she thinks it might.
If it doesn't, you can make it bulky.
Yeah. If it doesn't, I'll keep the teddy bear for myself and then make a bigger size, like with either a thicker yarn or 2 held together, and still make it for the preemie sweater.
Because Patchwork Moose usually does her patterns in a DK weight when she sets them up. So if you do it in a worsted, it's a little bit bigger. You know all this. If the bulky, it'll be even bigger. So we're hoping that it'll be at least the size of a small baby, so that Talia can put that on.
And I don't care if it's tight on the teddy bear, as long as it kind of fits.
Yeah, or loose even.
Yeah. So I'll make the teddy when the pattern comes out. It's still in testing right now.
We keep telling her, when's it done? When's it done? When's it done?
Because I really want to make this for Eliz's baby. I want to make one for myself.
I'm going to make one for me. I'm waiting for it to come out.
I want to make this for Eliz's baby, and then I'm going to make the 3 to 6 month young Einstein for the baby, and then I'm going to make the preemie size for the teddy bear. And that way also, if Elisa's baby ends up a little small,
which it might, because neither James or Elizabeth are very big.
Neither James or Elis are very big, and Elis has health issues.
So does James for that matter.
Yes, he does. So, they can steal the preemie sweater from the teddy bear for a little while, and then return the sweater to the teddy bear when they're ready, and put a bigger sweater on the baby. So, really excited about that.
Can you pull the solace up on that when you're done? So I can show them that blanket.
I don't have that pattern.
Oh, you don't have it? Okay.
I'd have to actually own the pattern to show them.
Yeah, because you can't get into my stuff.
Yeah. But I am doing the main part of the sweater for both the teddy bear and the baby in this. And this will be the accent color.
Pretty pretty. A lot of green and purple going around right now.
Yeah, because I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, and I want to give myself enough time to work it. And my colors kind of match his bag, which is kind of funny.
Dawn!
It was unintentional, too.
Sure it was.
So, very excited. As soon as my needle tips come in, I'll start this. If I had my druthers, I'd probably start with the teddy bear first.
But she hasn't finished it yet.
The teddy bear finished, but the teddy bear's not available yet. It'll be available later this month.
We'll let you know as soon as we know. The other project that I am going to be doing is going to be a blanket. I think it's called the Solis, S-O-L-I-S.
Yeah. The cool thing is you should get the same colors if you don't have them.
I do have green and purple.
I have. This is the colorways I have are Dublin and some purpley color. But yeah,
you should probably get more green.
Sure.
I mean, really, more green.
I guess as long as it somewhat matches.
I will see how close it is. If it's not close enough, it is Elizabeth. I've already made a blanket for them for their wedding. It's the Marion Blue. If you go on my project page, I made that for their wedding. So I don't mind going out and getting more yarn for Elizabeth. She's like family, and I want her to have something nice. I don't know if I'm going to do that pattern or not, but I'd like to try that one for her. So that's one of the reasons why I don't want to cast on too many things, hook up, whatever, chain up any of the any more patterns except maybe Patchwork Moose's teddy bear when it comes out, because I want that, and I think I'd like to make another one for my mom because Grandma really liked the other teddy bear, and it's a little one. I want to make her a big one.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be about, what, 12 inches tall?
Yeah, 12 inches in the DK.
So it's going to be a nice, I think it's going to be fine for a preemie sweater.
I want to make it in the worsted at least. But I do have more stash enhancements. This came from a D-stash from Doreen, who's Do-Re-Mi. Doreen. She had posted a D-stash. Are you finished? Long way to run. If you don't know the song, don't
need a pulling thread. Yes. Under to follow snow.
Anyway.
Bring us back to
do. Okay, anyway.
It's been a while.
This is what I bought from the D-stash that Do-Re-Mi, and I think her friend or her cousin, I forget who it was, they were raising money for someone who had a lot of health issues going on. So I bought this from them, and it was all three of these for the one price, which was a very good price. It's a total of 550 yards. I love the colors. I'd like to make something for the fall, a shawl out of this. So I'm looking to see if I want to do a knitted one or a crocheted one. I'm thinking I'll probably get more shawl for my buck out of this with a knitted one, so I have to figure out what I want to make. Anybody who made the Hitchhiker or anything like that, if you think this will work out well with that, let me know, please. It is Interlacement Presents Tiny Toes yarn. I think it's a sock weight.
It's a thick sock weight if it is.
Maybe a DK?
Might be.
Or a sport. It's not a fingering weight. Fingering weight is a little bit. There's 185 yards, and
it says do it on 2 needles. It just seems thick.
Yeah, it might be a heavy fingering or a heavy sock. But anyway, it's very soft. It's very squishy.
It's almost as thick as my worsted here.
Yeah, almost. I don't know. I'm not sure what this is. It doesn't say what it is, but it says that they're 7 stitches to an inch on 2-inch needles.
Which makes you think it's a fingering, but it doesn't look fingering.
like I said, it might be a heavy fingering or it might be a DK.
You can see when you gauge swatch.
Yeah. So 185 times 3, that's 555. Definitely enough to make something nice. So even a cowl or something, I think it would be very pretty. It's very fallish. And I think if she had had more of this, I would have bought that as well because I like the colors. I don't use them often, but in the fall, I am likely to use something like this and wear it. So.
Okay, do I have other stash? Oh, yes, I do have other stash in here. We went shopping to the bookstore. We talked about that a little bit with the Hal Jordan.
That was good. I didn't buy anything else there.
I saw this book called Literary Knits.
This is great.
This looks awesome. I haven't knit anything from here yet.
Well, it's brand new.
Yeah, it's brand new. It's by
Show me that one.
Nicole Lore.
Couple that we liked.
Let's see. It gives you a bit of a description, like which character they're talking about, and why they, chose that particular pattern for that person.
It's geeky.
So this is probably my favorite one.
Yeah.
It's called Galadriel Hooded Dress, and it's from Lord of the Wings,
Lord of the Wings, huh?
Lord of the Rings.
Are you ever fun?
So here's the hood. That's what that looks like. But
I like that. I think I'd like it in a sweater better than a dress, but it's very pretty.
There's the dress part. It's very nice. Oh, they give you an option doing sweater length.
Oh, great.
So,
terrific.
That's very nice.
Nice indeed.
Already I like it then.
Yes.
That's very nice. It gives you the option sweater length and dress length. So I'll probably do sweater length at some point. Because it's really awesome they offer that.
What's the other one that we liked a lot?
I like the Lucy Honeychurch shawl from Room with a View.
That's not the one though.
But that's not the one. I know which one it is. It's one for Anna Green Gables.
Yes.
Anne Shirley puff sleeve top.
I'm a big Anna Green Gables fan. I like this shirt. It's so pretty. And I would like to make the sleeves like down to the elbow because that, I just think of that when the puff sleeves. I'd leave the puff where it is, just make a little bit longer on the, I guess it's ribbing. It's a little bit longer on that. I think it's just a pretty shirt.
And they do have the option of putting ribbons in there too.
Which I would not.
That's very Anne though.
Yes.
The one I also like is under the guy section. Yeah, I'm just trying to bring it up. Oh. It's the John Thornton scarf from Call of the Wild.
One of my favorite books.
So let me show you the section. Actually, the first picture, the one in front, is the best.
Yeah.
So there it is. And that totally makes me think of the book. Because I never saw a movie version. I mean, they have other things from Little House on the Prairie. They have
it's a really nice
just
book.
A bunch of different books. They tell you why they chose that particular kind. They have Little Women. They have Joe Mittens versus Meg Mittens. Meg's are a little more
what
patterned.
What about coffee stained?
Joe's are very plain. So.
Oh, I like that. I didn't see that.
Oh, that's the Katie Ronley Gators from A Tree Grows in Brooklyn.
Oh, I was just watching part of that last night.
Really, I've never heard of it. So, I like it because it combines reading and knitting, and it has scenes from Wuthering Heights, Great Gatsby, Pride and Prejudice, Tree Grows in Brooklyn, Moby Dick. Tale Two Cities.
I'm thinking you tell them all that has all that.
Oh, the last one I want to show you. To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
That was really cute.
I want to see, as soon as you're done, I want to see Metamorphosis because I don't remember seeing what was all that.
I don't remember seeing it either. The Scout cardigan. And look, they have two
mockingbirds
on the bottom. I could totally see making that for kids. And I don't know where the one from Metamorphosis is, so.
We need to close it.
No, we need to close. So. The baby.
Aww. Okay, we can run all of our babies later.
So, that's my session here.
Okay, I don't know what I did with my show notes.
Oh, I forgot my FO.
Oh yeah, show the FO so we can get going because we have to go.
So, you probably noticed that McCavity's not there. McCavity, there's no McCavity. like
Isn't he adorable?
And there
Just
he
too
is.
Cute. Too cute for words.
He makes me happy. My dad seriously surprised me by how much he liked this.
He said, "Can't you make it bigger?"
Did he really?
On the phone today. Can't you make it bigger? Why don't you make it bigger, you girls? I said, well, Katie's next one is going to be for the one that we want to do for the bear. That's going to be 12 inches. Okay, but you can make it bigger. I said, yes, we can do bulky. And I was playing, his eyes start going. I could see his eyes glazing over.
Katie, my dad loves your patterns.
Yes.
He every single time we do one of your patterns, he gets all excited. And for some reason, he really, really loved this color choice. I've never seen him this excited over a toy. I mean, he's loved all the other ones we've made that are your patterns, but this one takes the cat, and he hates cats.
Yes, he hates cats. He would rather kick it across the.
Yeah, he hates cats, and he absolutely loved this one. I mean, I haven't seen him this enthusiastic about a toy pattern in a while. So, yes. And apparently he wants me to make one bigger.
Bigger on the inside and bigger on the outside.
I guess I can make you with bulky weight.
Yes.
I have to get some huge eyes for that. I might still have some left over.
Bulky weight two together.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
He'll be humongous.
He'll be humongous. Could you imagine making that thing?
Well, I was thinking about the teddy bear that way. Like, wow.
Huge. So, yes. I'm very happy with how the cavity turned out. The only difficulty I had was stuffing the tail.
Mm-hmm. You might have to stuff it as you go.
Well, yeah, that would be the intelligent thing. And now, in retrospect, that's what I should have done. What I ended up doing, because I didn't do that, is I ended up taking yarn and stuffing it down there because the stuffing wasn't working.
Right.
So this is stuffed with yarn.
It works. It's stuffed.
And look, it curls.
It's stuffed. He's cute.
So he's in the cavity and his green eyes.
Is this the way I did my Did she do the same thing here that she does in the muzzle for my moose for the thumb?
Yes.
Yeah. The thing where I thought you had to do a certain number of stitches in every stitch for 10 rows.
So there he is. I heart him.
He's adorable. Absolutely.
But I guess this is a good way to say goodbye.
Yes, it's time to say goodbye. Thank you for viewing. I'm sorry it's so long. I hope that it isn't this long again next week. Of course, you're coming back from New York.
So it might be.
And then we have my Mother's Day as well. We apologize. We say goodbye now.
Goodbye.
Bye. God bless.
Goodbye.